Welcome to the Kickstart Your Coaching Edge podcast, where it's all about getting real around all things coaching.
And what we know for sure is that what got you here won't get you there.
You can't see the spinach in your own teeth.
And finally, hang on, because this one's really deep. Once you realize that you are the traffic, everything makes complete and unadulterated sense.
Hey, Karen.
Yo, Jen.
So I'm excited today to talk a little bit about EQI. So as many of our listeners know, all the many that are out there listening, we are huge fans of EQI 2.0, emotional intelligence assessment that we use with organizations time and time again. We love it. It's fantastic. And we want to talk a little bit about the impact that it's making, as well as certification and how easy it is to get certified, but yet gives you so much depth in the type of coaching that you do.
You know what, Jen, with that, it's interesting because if there's one giant thing that we've learned in the past year and a half or so, is that emotional intelligence is the go-to thing that assisted so many people throughout the pandemic, and creating the awareness of what actually emotional intelligence is, how to use it to make sure that you, your team, your family, like, it doesn't matter. Like, emotional intelligence is great at home. It's like, hey, you know, when you see those TV commercials and we're like, don't try this at home. In this case, we encourage you, try this at home, right? We want you to use emotional intelligence at home because it's a great way to deal with your relationships at home, with your family, with your kids, with your coworkers, you name it. Emotional intelligence is the way to go. That's going to really help you navigate your life, and especially the way things are a little bit sideways these days.
You know, Kara, that's such a great point, because so many times people think that the EQI 2.0 is only for teams or organizations. And the truth is, it's perfect for life coaches as well, because basically it gives, there's many different kinds of reports that you can do. You could do one on an individual, you can do a 360, you can even do some consolidation of a dynamic within a family or within a team that makes it super powerful. But the beautiful thing is, no matter what it is, to have somebody understand what is emotional intelligence, how am I with the various skill sets that are part of emotional intelligence, where am I, how do I improve? It actually brings a deeper meaning and connection point, and all for people, to themselves, to others, and then to, the larger things at large as well. Things at large.
And in a nutshell, this is really about how you're going to deal with, well, how you're going to show up, right? How you're going to express yourself, and it's how you're going to be able to deal with whatever gets thrown your way, you know. And it's getting all this data, and yet, how about that, right? I just used the word data, right? Emotional intelligence is getting data for all my friends that are really, really logical out there, right? Because this is data, and it's going to help you navigate where it is that you want to go. And I can't stress enough, Jen, that, it's so funny because so often people are like, emotional intelligence, that's warm and fuzzy, right? Or emotional intelligence, those are the soft skills, right? I got to tell you, I think that's BS. I think emotional intelligence is hard work, and there's nothing warm and fuzzy about being able to deal with what's happening in your life, right? There's nothing warm and fuzzy about that, right? So you get curveballs thrown at you. You're not going to duck and hide and run. You want to learn how to hit the freaking curveball. And that's what emotional intelligence is going to help you do. Learn how to hit those curveballs.
So I want to take a moment and give an overview of the EQI 2.0 certification, which is the go-to tool that all coaches should have in their tool belt. In fact, we did a survey of coaches that are working with individuals, teams, organizations, and we found out that 1 in 3 coaches are already using EQI in their work. And if you're not one of them, you might want to consider getting certified. It is such a comprehensive tool. So let's take you through a little bit of that process of what it is. Part of the certification that is phenomenal is you will actually take your own assessment and find out your own emotional intelligence level. You will understand what the report is. You will get a debrief by a professional certified coach to be able to help you get insights onto what are your core strengths, and then what also could you strengthen that could bring more meaning into your life. The report is beautiful. It has 5 composites. It has 15 subscales, as well as overall well-being, and pages of insights that you have as a client, and then also that you get as a coach to help your clients really understand where they fall on that scale of emotional intelligence.
Jen, and a big part of this also is that it's backed in science, right? There's reliability that comes with it. There's studies have been done that comes with it, and it's all backed in science. So this isn't just some, okay, because I kind of just thought this, or just some random information that people are throwing out there. The validity and reliability comes with this.
It's true. And then what happens is, as part of the certification, we really take you into the deep dive of the different subscales, the composites. What do you need to know? How do you debrief? Where is that validity? How does that get measured? Being able to understand the tool from a very comprehensive perspective that not only will let you work on one-on-one with clients, whether it's life or business or leadership, doesn't matter, but it's really going to help you understand how you can bring emotional intelligence into all the work that you do. Because the assessment is one thing. Coaching from an assessment for the next 3, 6, 9 months, that's everything.
Huge.
So part of the huge,
Jen.
Is there an H on that word?
Not in New Jersey. There's no. Perhaps you spell it that way, but it's really huge.
I love it. So throughout the 16 hours of training that you have with us, which is fun, interactive, insightful, you're going to be able to define EQ and understand its real importance. You're going to be able to administer the one-on-one report, the EQ 360. You're going to be able to interpret the results like none other. And then also we're going to give you the tips, the tricks, the techniques on how to really prepare for a feedback session and be able to explain the benefits of emotional intelligence to client groups or individuals. You also are going to understand the ethics behind it, the validity behind it, and you're going to be able to have a bunch of different resources that you're going to be able to turn around and use with your clients right away. We have 4 different modules that we take you through, and it's going to be fun, interactive, and it's all done virtually. So it's a very, very powerful training that has you prepared and ready to take the exam, because we do partner with MHS, who is one of the leader assessment creators and distributors. Partner with them to be able to make sure that you're certified, you have the requirements that you need, and then we set you up for success to be able to use it immediately.
You know what, Jen, the great part about this also is that you can sit here and say, like you said, you can create programs for months and months and months for your individual clients, for teams, for organizations, with the information that you're going to get from these assessments. You could do this for a really long time, because it's about how then are you going to help create awareness for the people that you're working with, for the teams, and basically how do they get out of their own way? So once you create the awareness for them, how do you use your emotions as some amazing tools on your tool belt to be able to get from where you are to where you want to be?
The beautiful thing is it is a lifetime certification. And for all our ICF coaches out there, you get 16 ICF continuing education hours through this program, which is amazing. There is a user manual. You'll get the EQ Edge book and extensive practice and resources. So it's beautiful. We dive into the 5 composites of self-perception, self-expression, interpersonal, decision-making, and stress management, all the things that are needed to work with clients in today's world. So, on that note, I just wanted to let you know our next training is coming up. It's November 4th, 5th, 11th, and 12th. We do 4 hours a day, all virtual. It is fabulous. It's with Karen, myself, and our master instructor around emotional intelligence, Hillary Hinkle, who is just a superstar at being able to break down some of these concepts. And with 3 different instructing styles, you will get exactly what you need to feel prepared to go out and conquer the world of emotional intelligence.
And I got to tell you, with the 3 of us, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of laughs that happen.
It's true. So if you want more information, go to www.kickstartyouredge.com/EQI. Get registered. This is the last training that we're going to be offering in 2021. We'd love for you to be a part of it so that you can put it into your business plan for 2022. And on that note, Karen, take care.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to the Kickstart Your Coaching Edge podcast. Craving more in-depth discussions? Check out the Get Real Inner Circle with our no BS in-crowd of coaches.
Join live coaching discussions, breakdowns of coaching calls, and have some fun while you're at it.
You're going to want to go to kickstartyouredge.com/inner circle. It's time to get real.